All right, we're going to be looking at SPX for a few different trades. Talking about the risking $10,000 to make 500, and I was showing it off earlier. First of all, there's many ways to come here and do this. Um, I'll show you the delta. Delta is the percentage chance it's going to get there, and so uh, tomorrow we know the market's going to go down. There's a few reasons. I'll pull in this chart first. You can look up here. It's kind of just made itself a little top here. So it's got to break through those highs. Second reason is here's our it's a TAC indicator, and I'm new to using it. I'm still testing it out, but I've seen other people use it quite a bit. And when this green spikes up here, it's getting ready to buy signal, and whenever all these lines come down here, it's getting overbought. So with all these lines converging down here together, kind of shows me there's going to be a little sell-off. And lastly, you can look here, and this is the Fed POMOs when they come out and buy, and you can see on Monday nothing was bought, or nothing will be bought on Monday. Tuesday, they're going to pump in some money. Wednesday might be a rough day. They're not going to pump much. And then Thursday and Friday, they're going to pump some more money into the market. So that shows me that they're really pushing this market up. And as you can see there, they're doing that again. Basically for the rest of May, they're pumping it up. So that tells me at least Monday that we should have a little pullback. You can also look here, 1625 is some major support here. It does not like to go below that. So we're going to come over here though and look at some positions. Now I was looking at you can come over here and click a date. It's going to end the next option expiration is the 5/17, but options actually don't close out until Saturday. So I have a 3 standard deviation, which is a very high probability rate of the stock closing, or the SPX closing inside this range. So basically 99%, I would say. So there's 49% chance it's going to close over here, 49% chance it's going to close over here. So we can set these slices to chart, and that will show us the range of these. And so 1689, 1690, and 1580. So we came in here and we found the 1570, 1580 because we think the market's going to go up. We want to sell those. So again, we came over here, we hit sell. On vertical, you do 10 spreads, so 1580, 1575. If you did 10 of those, if you did 1580, 1575, that's 500 for $4,500 since it's a $5 spread. Now, a $5 spread, you're risking less, but if the market comes down there to that level, to 1580, there's not much to do to defend it. You'd lose that money a lot faster. So we do 1570, and your break-even stock price is 1579.50. So we can't let it go below that, and we can defend it. But you're using $10,000 of capital here. So your max profit 500, max loss 9,500. Max loss is if the stock market was to drop to 1569, then you'd be just hurting. But we would not let that happen to this. And I've learned how to defend things through that. So you'd hit confirm and send, but we already have our orders in there. And on the upside, what did we say? We are already here, as you can see, it's a $5 spread, which that was my mistake when I placed it. So 1655 to 1660, that is, let's go to analyze and see if that's even within one standard deviation, which is a 68% chance that it will close in there. So 1655. So that is a one standard deviation. So we closed, so it needs to close in with that. And it was a probably two standard deviation when I sold it last week, but the market just came flying high last week. So that is that. So we are going to be looking now at quarterlies all the way out in June 47th. So again, this red line is two standard deviation and the green line is one standard deviation. So we're going to come up to paper and what do we say, 1480, 1496. So we're going to sell 1490 because we can't do a 95 and see how that works out. And we'll click sell, vertical, 1490, 1480. So that's at a delta 7, so that's a good range. So that's good for us. A lot of people sell delta 10s just off principle, but we are even lower than that. So we will ride that up to 55 since we believe that the market is going down. Good till canceled, and break-even stock price is 14.89. So we are going to do that. Now on the upside's tricky because we think the market's going to grind higher. So do you sell call credit spreads up there? So I wouldn't, and that's what I've been losing money on, is selling that up there. So we're just going to sell down here to the bottom side and try not to call these because 1760, 1770, let's see, can't even trade that. I can't even trade that. So the closest one I could trade to is 1700. So that doesn't even make sense. And then the next question is, okay, do you want to sell anything else in here? We have positions in here. We have a position for 12 days out, which is sitting at 1565, 1555, and that's at delta 5, so that's sitting great right now. And so let's go again for another weekly of 19 days. So how I work this is I just can change some levels in here. I say 19 days, yeah. So that's going to change all my levels out here. And so 1549 is two standard deviation. And just to double check that, we're going to go to this analyze tool. And we'll click on the 31st. We'll do two standard deviations on top, two standard deviation on the bottom, and hit set, add to charts. And so we're at 1550 and high of 1718. Okay, so we'll go to trade. We'll look at 1550 on the bottom, and that is delta 7. The next question is, can we get a credit for that? I don't know. We'll try. And so we'll do 1555, and we'll go down to 1540. So good till canceled, and confirm and send on that. Oh, no, we're gonna do 10. And to the upside, yeah, we don't want to do it on the upside. So that is that. That's how we set those up. Go back to monitor, and that puts us at 4 days out, 12 days out, 19 days out, and 47 days out. So that's enough. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 in the market. 4 days out would be 20 grand coming out, and then we just recycle those. So that is about that. And I'll just put this photo up. This is how one guy did his. He had his 3 days, 24s, and 3 days out, 24 days out, and 52 days out. And he had his the same setup, but he used iron condors, which is bottom side, top side, which I've been getting burned on the top side because the market's been flying high, so I don't want to do that. So we're just selling it on the bottom. So I hope that makes sense, and let's talk about it. Talk with you later. Good night.